Hello everyone, welcome to Beyond Horizons. Let's deep dive into another session with variables. So let's revise. So in the previous session, we had the introduction of variables, which is number 1 equal to 12 and number 2 equal to 10. And we did the sum of two numbers, which is sum is equal to number 1 plus number 2, and where it will get saved, if this number 1 and number 2 will get saved in the variable name sum. Okay, and we got to print the results, then only we will be able to see the output. So the sum of two numbers is, I put a colon just to make sure that's the difference, and then a comma to separate a string with a variable name. So here the variable name is sum because both the addition of two numbers is saved in sum. Okay, let me explain you much more briefer. So as I told you, variables are memory boxes, right? So imagine this is a memory box in computer's memory, and this is another memory box inside computer's memory. Okay, so this box is named as number 1, which is that variable name which we gave already, and this is number 2. Okay, and in number 1, the value is 12, and in number 2, the value is 10. Okay, so now it is not necessary you have to write 10 or 12 every time. It's just you can call by their names. That is number 1 and number 2. And these, the addition of these two, right? The addition of these two are saved in a variable called sum. And then we print it out. Okay. Be very, very careful to print it out, else you won't be able to see the output. Okay. And remember, always there are different criteria for naming a variable. Okay. Maybe you can call it as rules. You can't write one number equal to 12 because a variable name should not start with a number. Okay, it should never start with a number. And also, variable, for example, if I am writing number and giving a space and writing 1, this space, right? This space is not not at all included. Okay, it is not, it is not considered as a variable name, so you should not include a space. And the third and the most important one is variables are case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive. What is case sensitive? So if you write the variable name, for example, number 1, everything is in small letters and 1. And if you write number with n being capital, this will not take into consideration because this has a different memory. So this will be another memory space somewhere here. So you are not adding those two, right? So you'll have errors here. Okay. Be very, very, very careful about this. This is an important criteria, and these are the three most important rules for writing the variable names. Okay, I hope you understood this. So, for example, you can, it need not be necessary that you have to have a variable name called sum. Okay, you can even have a variable name called add, or you can even have, you can name A equal to 12, B equal to 10, and C equal to A plus B, and you can print C. Okay, so you can do even this, but be very, very careful in naming them. Okay, I hope you understood this. And some more important criteria is remember the rules. It should not start with a number, and there should not be any spaces, and it is case sensitive. I hope you understood this. and let's go and simulate the results. Okay, so let's run the program and run the module. Before that, save it, and you get the sum of two numbers is 22. Similarly, you can even change the numbers to check whether your input is, whatever the value you're giving, it's correct. So I'm changing 100 and I'm changing this to some, probably maybe it is easy to understand, 1000. So your answer should be 100 plus 1000 should be 1100. Okay, so this is it. So if you like, please share it with your friends. And if you have any questions, please comment down. And please like, share, and subscribe. And keep waiting for new updates. Thank you.